Hello and welcome to Eyceras Aftermath with me, your humble host, Paul. Nice to meet you. This might be the first time you have an encounter with me and I with you. I am here with this bunch of lovable geeks that created for us the world of Eyceras, the Dicesylvania cast. As we are preparing for what we saw coming of an eclipse, I am here together with Ler.
Hello.
Our DM Urs.
Hello.
Karina.
Hello.
And Ionuț. To dissect and find out what is happening in the coming blood moon. So either if you are a long-term watcher or you are just joining us right now, this is the perfect moment to dive into the beautiful world of Eyceras and know better the beautiful cast of Dicesylvania. Without further ado, we will go into the first segment, which is called Fangs and Claws.
Fangs and claws.
What is Fangs and Claws? You might ask. It is a segment of an open discussion where we look at the latest episodes and important moments that have arrived. So let's just put the elephant in the room in the middle of the table and ask first, Urs. The blood moon is coming, right? How do we feel about this beautiful moon coming around us?
Well, honestly, I like to foreshadow. I think that's a great tool for DMs to have. And it's an event that's been known pretty much from the start, but just recently has taken more importance. As it seems that this blood moon, now it's connected with some other bits and pieces right here, which also piqued the interest of the group. And
Yes, in this episode we saw the connection between some backstories and the goddesses that seem to revolve around this moment. Ler, how is your character feeling about this blood moon?
Well, it's called blood moon, so...
And you might just like it, yeah. That's true, that's
But
true.
I'm
sucking
excited
on
because I like the idea of... my brain. I don't know how to put it, actually.
Just say pass.
Oh, cosmic things happening, if that makes any
Okay.
sense. Like, I don't know, it may be a god or a terrible thing where maybe the world changes. I don't know. I'm
We
excited.
don't know pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a nice bit of, oh, okay, let's get pumped. Plus,
It's the mystery, right? You don't know what because we at the end of the episode we heard of this ritual.
yeah.
What is this ritual? What it entails? What is happening?
Plus, we know some things, like you said, people transforming into werewolves and things like that, and I'm like, okay, that's nice.
yeah, rare occurrences when they let out the beast inside them, so to say.
Woo.
And for me, it's actually interesting what might happen to Draven, because I mean, he's dead.
Nothing worse can happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can
worst
become
that
an
can happen?
eldritch abomination.
Oh yes,
Right.
we accept every each being's hit. Yeah, that's a good question because we might find out that somebody in the cast is actually a werewolf, right?
What?
I don't know yet. I just maybe the leon is just a facade. But
Yes, make me a werewolf.
Make me a human.
A cat.
Catman.
Man cat.
It's a werecat.
and along those moments we had other important arcs that came to a conclusion. Yes, we had, and this is, I'm really interested to see how you feel about them. It was Draven's, in a way, ending of a cycle, so to say. You had like your first,
Kill.
how people said you popped the cherry, yeah?
I actually pondered a lot if I should use more the blood sucking to kill people. But this was a moment I thought, okay, this could work, because, I mean, he killed his wife.
It was, yeah.
I think that's something like what was the name of the god that
Kenku?
revivified Draven?
Ogres.
Ogre. I think he might come into play because I mean I killed for him basically, so
But Ogres isn't a god, if I recall correctly. No, it's just like
entity more like.
He is of the Apotheon, as if I remember when you had the interaction with him, he told you that he's not the merciful kind of god like his brothers.
oh,
So,
Yes.
though, yeah, he's. Without saying too much, I'll just say that he's not known in the continent of Eyceras.
oh.
Plus it was a nice moment to you remember the first encounter and I said, oh, I will never kill for you. This was the fruition of that idea and it came full circle and actually Draven killed because I mean who wouldn't?
Yeah, it was a complete cycle with Anaura as well, right? Like she blessed you, from what I understood.
That was nice.
And did you know? Because I didn't watch all the episodes, but my question was, did you know that she was gone, like she passed on, or did you find out in that moment that she hasn't had rest or peace until now?
I didn't knew that until today because we left that kind of ambiguous.
Yeah. For,
Open-ended.
here, my idea was that you two being bonded and close together, you kind of also kept into that feeling of revenge, and somehow, probably without you knowing, kind of that bond also kept her from not really
Passing on.
reaching on the light, and yeah.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. And another question that has been bugging me: are we mass murderers or not?
No.
Because we just
Well.
had, CP just brought a good point up at that moment. Like
I think we've brought it up many times.
many times,
Yeah.
it was
All of
a.
us.
It's a ongoing morality discussion between us, which everybody wants to take the high ground and be better and do not label ourselves as murderers rather than vigilantes or doing this in self-defense. But in the end, when you do the body count and you see what we're doing, it doesn't add up. I mean,
There is an argument there for
yeah,
And how many times we've killed without asking questions.
yeah.
I mean,
And it's not like you've been killing good guys except
Yeah.
when Zolux had his thing. But other than that,
We also debated that.
Yeah.
They were also not, the good guys. They tortured stuff.
that's true, that's true. But yeah, it's not like you've murdered innocents. So,
Well,
So
the
far,
morality is
so
there.
far,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
as far as we know.
What's innocent, guys, right? Like, come on. One neck there, one blood there.
One leg over there.
Exactly. How many times have you used the blood-sucking?
In front of the camera, I think 10 times, something like that.
I think
and
so.
then we've said, okay, let's not do that over and over again. Let's say that every night he sucks blood because otherwise he would become a
Okay.
cherry or something.
So you are theoretically a vampire?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, like
the
a
idea behind him
a
began
revenant
as
of
a
sorts.
vampire.
Yeah, vampire revenant. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, of course, next to our dear Draven, who had a beautiful arc, another one of the cast had an arc completion, so to say. I wonder who. Sildren, right? Sildren finally had a moment where he met his brother that he was so worried about. How was that moment for you, seeing your brother and seeing not only the way he reacted and what he asked of you?
it was better than I expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting him to be a bit of a dick about it, and you know, he to me it appeared that his sole purpose was to protect me. CP, had he known she's there, and but I expected him to be. I expected a confrontation more than just physical. I expected it to be a standoff of sorts. But I'm glad it turned better, because now I have my brother back.
Yeah, it was really like a twist and turn. And before going back to that, as a DM, did you plan for Drios, right? Yeah. To be freed? Did you have that in plan?
Well, this is kind of why I put the tether in there. But the thing is, I'm glad you came up with the idea. Dispel magic. Probably this works. But the thing is, if you didn't came up with that idea, he would continue being mind controlled, and at some point he would try then to break free of his bondings, and just then his plan was then to go back to the ritual site to protect sort of Aranison. But now that you dispelled it, he's no longer a threat for next session.
So far.
Spoilers.
From what he told us, this could happen again.
Oh,
Really
Also, the
easily.
tether is
With
not
the castle.
completely broken yet. It's still there.
it's, yeah.
It's still okay. It's fine. We have other dispel magics, right? You just prepare them. You just
I
get
just
them.
have to remember to put them. And to not use
Sorry,
my
I am
spells.
not prepared for this.
Yes.
We also saw a moment where Sildren asked his team to not intervene. Yet, Draven decided to intervene and heal our Leonin. How was that, like, the moment that it happened? How did it feel for you as a player, and how did you feel like Sildren dealt with it as for Draven?
For me, it felt like a Dicesylvania moment, because we don't really follow rules, even the ones that we agreed to follow.
Rules are just meant to be broken, okay?
Plus, you said
Guidelines.
to intervene, so I thought, okay, so I do not need to join the fight, not be behind you like, hey, this is a heal. I could have killed your brother too. I mean,
Yes, that's true.
make it fair.
Exactly, after those hits.
But I said, nah.
And CP has also a very close connection to Sildren. How was it seeing, what did CP feel seeing Sildren asking her to not intervene, and seeing that battle where one of the end factors would be that he would lose?
Well, CP's kind of reckless and she lives in the moment, and she trusts Sildren, even though she has the same characteristics, and he's also reckless sometimes. So she respected his wishes. Like, she didn't intervene. Only, if he were to, bled off or something, maybe then. But
That would have
otherwise,
been the point where you said, okay, he
Yeah.
said no, but
yeah. Also, she's a bit cocky, and she was like, if Sildren dies, I will take Drios out, with one smack, and then kill Sildren and climb a mountain and save everyone. It's like easy peasy. Like, she's delusional. This is the whole.
Build the ship, go to the moon, tell it
Yeah,
to not have an
exactly,
eclipse. Like,
exactly.
it's
She's
a
basically Rambo.
She just needed a snack box. Like,
Exactly.
But yeah, and we also had a moment where, and this is what I am wondering, is does Sildren hint that Goba has other plans, because you asked Goba for help in freeing Lizm, right?
Yeah.
And he was very against it. Does Sildren have like a hint of something's not right, or is it just okay, that's just his perception?
That's 100% Gopa.
That's he just doesn't want to fight. He's like,
It's not that he doesn't want to fight. To me, it seemed that his reason behind would be that he's very suspicious by nature, and he doesn't just go head first, unless it's about religion or fermented goat. Anything else, he prefers actually 2 steps back.
Yes, so
I was
definitely.
paranoid, actually.
Yeah, well,
looks
he
like-
has a reason.
Yeah,
His backstory is quite,
sad.
yeah.
It was really interesting to see the connection between the story arcs of the players, to see how your journey mixes with, and now I'm forgetting how it connects.
Draven.
With Draven, exactly. No, it doesn't connect with Draven.
connects.
It does.
It
It connects,
connects.
The
right?
brotherhood
Because it's, the
was-
brotherhood with
Was
Doing something inside Eyceras
They,
and died or something.
Like when they first got recruited by Aranis, their mission was to join with the Bloodbounds and make sure like things don't go out of hand over there, because Bloodbounds were there mainly trying to kidnap people. But unfortunately, things went down and murder happened.
And I went down. So.
Murder happened, and then the brotherhood was there just to like again make sure
The cleanup.
the cleanup crew can say, but it is then that after that it's when Drios found out a bit more of the shady dealings Aranis is into, and yeah, when he went to confront him, he used the globe. No, you're mine now.
it's really,
so my brother is partly responsible for his
Yeah.
death and his wife's death.
I'm not sure that my death has something to do with Drios.
No, only your wife.
I don't think that.
So
I
wasn't it this?
I was, I think, killed at random, maybe. I don't know why I was killed.
Yeah,
but it doesn't sound like the
with the
brotherhood.
settlement, right?
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound
If
like
I
the
remember
brotherhood.
correctly, you were on watch or something.
Yeah,
and,
I was patrolling the street.
yeah.
Why I don't know. I don't remember that
And,
part of the story.
Yeah.
um,
And a Bloodbound got a bit bloodlust and
happens. It happens for the listeners, right?
the usual Wednesday night.
Exactly. And
It was a Wednesday, actually. If I think about it.
how I want to address this to the DM, how much of the connection between the arcs and how they tied with each other, because from what I understood, your friend from the Lantern also had a connection with the elementals, which were important for the storyline of Whisper that
Yeah.
goes in the breeze, that goes somewhere and then comes back because she has lived for a long time, so she has a long name. How much did you plan all of this? Did you plan it from the start, or in a way it intertwined together as the player were?
I had a few ideas at the beginning, because I planned in a way to find that common ground for the party sort of to stick together. But then, yes, some things definitely developed naturally. Like, initially, I planned only for Zolux and Shelly to go to Gravel Grotto. Shelly because of the ring, and Zolux because of the Earth Genesis. And the thing with Whisper came a bit later, like during the campaign, which like since Whisper was kind of like a blank page since when she got her humanoid form, her memories of air essence were very, very foggy, like something that happened in a past life, sort of. And yeah, just to bring up a bit of Whisper, sort of her motivation of travel, other than just discovering the world and learning about life. And yeah, that's when I sort of also felt the need a bit to add that part where she was sent from beyond to warn the elementals and all that.
Yeah, I remember the conversation I had with someone at a certain point that said, it's as helpful to the DM to have like a clear baseline to what you want to do with your character, but it's also good to just leave an open space for the DM to create around it, and this is what happened. It intertwined very beautifully. That's very awesome. I had why am I looking in that direction in my eyes? Because I had a timer and I don't have it anymore. But that's no issue. I will do this. So we went deeper into what happened, and we are getting closer to the blood moon, and stuff is happening, and we got new allies, and we are excited, and it seems like you are very confident in yourselves and in your ability to see this through.
I have a new hammer.
Well,
I rolled good today.
exactly. Yeah.
Kinda.
How is Sippy feeling about this thing?
CP
Because
is cocky by nature.
so she's just we're gonna do it.
Everything worked out for her. She lives in the moment and she believes everything will sort itself out. Also, she just got a new ancient halberd that she didn't use up until now, so
Yeah. She's ready to blood it.
yeah, and use the nice feature with the spikes and all that.
You'll see.
So, do we have to finish this one? We are looking forward for the next episode where the body count will
Kill
but
count.
we are not murderers.
That's just a pit off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Boldest.
City and Zolux, especially Zolux, believes that they are a bunch of murderers, but nobody listens to reason and to the facts. But it's okay. We will sort this out.
Over a glass of fermented goat milk.
Exactly, for a glass of fermented one. One last question I had, and then we can go to the other segment, which I prepared. The gods are an important theme in this world that was created, and I wanted to know how each player slash character feels about the gods right now. Do they feel resentment? Do they feel like they're probably okay to put their whole faith into them? How are they feeling about their gods?
Raven's
You are
answer is
like
gonna be
neutral,
easy.
right?
My answer is
neutral.
exactly the same. I don't really care about the gods. So
That was mainly the reason why Draven did not get along with Silo. They were
Yeah.
quite opposites.
and that's why Draven doesn't really use religion in his clerical stuff.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it.
Yeah.
And the answer is
I'm
the wife or something like that.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, now that you said this, maybe that's another thing that you maybe like that Anora and probably her religion, because the elves, those in Isinabel, they acknowledge the gods, but they mainly just believe in their church of light, which is
Not gods.
not gods, just this so to say esoteric force of just good, like just light to the healing and yeah.
What matters?
Yep.
Okay. You have it.
What Sippy believes of the god is more like an open question. She's really curious of them, if they exist, if they do not exist. So far, the facts go through the first one, because we had proof, we had a demigod between us and all that. But she's not dependent on their powers, as her powers come from Zolux's shard. Therefore, she doesn't really care about it. So also you can add me as neutral.
Neutral. That's
Yeah.
you have neutrals. So it's gonna be interesting in the next episode, because from what I understood from Goba, he's hoping that his dear goddess would just come into it and say, "No, stop it."
Man,
That was not nice.
put crap. Oh, crap.
So we will see how the gods are ready to intervene or not.
Put Kenku back.
So, as I promised you all, we are going to go to the next segment, which is going to help us look a little bit deeper into how the world was built, how the players created the characters that inhabit this magical world. How was it to start everything in the segment called Biting the Bullet.
Biting the bullet.
Everybody.
Don't spit it.
Don't spit it, just bite it. Stop it.
What if it goes like this?
Oh no!
So, as I said before, I am going to start by asking first the DM, how was it to create Eyceras? How did it all start? What was the inspiration? It's an easy question to answer, guys. You know
It is a lot, but the thing is, I think I started creating Eyceras first, getting inspirations from video games mostly, and one of my favorite video games, it's Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and I always liked that idea of the living gods, the tribunal, and them having the entire drama between themselves, and in turn how it affected the dark elves and all that. But the idea is that I liked this thing with living gods, so I knew I wanted to make them sort of more prominent and out there. And then I also wanted to change things a little bit, as in this is a high fantasy setting, but I also wanted to add that little bit of extra spice of sci-fi.
Okay.
I also like sci-fi, and while it's not extremely prominent, you still found the vault where you went for Boar. Over there, like the environment, this the pattern, it's called, what's under there. It has a bit more sci-fi-ish elements, and yeah, there is an entire. And then I started creating like the genesis and the lore of it, and yeah, there are some ancient, interesting things yet to be discovered. And yeah, this is the idea of Eyceras. Then I I got my brush and started painting. Here's a city, here's a thing, here's that, and yeah, just then I got different inspirations and started building bit by bit to a point which I feel like it is fleshed out to the point at which I knew I could start something, and then if needed just adjust on the meantime.
That's the best plan. That's the best plan, guys.
Planning later is the best plan.
Well, having a foundation and then building upon it, it's what we do
Yeah,
on our
because
basis day to day.
Also, what I like in D&D in general is that I like it also when players come up with ideas, because initially, as an example, for Thoko I had a different vision of her in mind, but as I talked with Alex, she explained me some of her ideas. I was like, yeah, this could probably work, and I adjusted here and there some stuff. Then even with you, Draven, after this, Draven? You're not Draven, you're you are Draven, sorry. But the thing with when you gave me the backstory and that voice in the void, I haven't prepared Ogbris before, but it then just so I build it up as well with the players as.
That's a really good way to involve the players as well and make them be more engaged in the world as well. So the character creation, and how did you reach your final form, guys? Yes.
Is that your final
Is
form?
that your
This
final
your
form?
final form, or do you have other?
But he go from Pikachu to Raichu. Lerchu.
I kind of adore dramatic characters in movies and video games, and I'm inspired by them. The name Draven comes from the crow, if you know it. from Eric Draven. He has basically the same idea that his wife died, he reincarnated and he hunts down criminals. Then I took the ideas of Cain and Raziel from Legacy of Kain, which is my favorite game ever.
Oh, the Legacy of
Yeah.
Kain. So
Even in the PDF I sent you, there are some moments when the monologue that he has are straight up from Legacy of Kain,
Okay.
including the part with the stones may lie, which I've said that I think 4 episodes ago.
awesome game, guys. You should
Yeah,
check it out.
you should check it out. And I always wanted to play a vampire, and I was like, okay, we can do that. Although he began as a dramatic character like Sisyphean, he evolved into a goofy individual because he feels okay with the group, and he had said, okay, let's not be brooding and oh no, let's cry every time. Let's try to be human if he
Yes,
even is human.
if it's
'cause
possible.
we don't
Yeah.
know. And that's basically him. He's a mix of many characters which I like. And oh, and Phantom of the Opera because of the mask.
Yeah, the
Because
mask.
that's yeah.
I
the
watched the
mask
episode,
of-
guys.
The mask of changing faces.
Without the mask, you can see the rotting flesh.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
can see
you
the
changed.
decaying.
I thought he was a changeling, guys. I watched the episode. Okay. How was CP born on a rainy day?
So Sippy wasn't really born. She was found in a basket by some Leonins. This
So
is why
she-
I'm related to Sippy.
Okay. And how did you choose to have a character that has no?
Initially, it went from a bigger story with some other players, but it just ended up like this, let's say. But the main thing with CP, I wanted to have two very different antagonistic sides. I wanted from the beginning to do two voices, to have this symbiosis sort of thing, where the one where I use Zolux's voice, I knew for sure I wanted to do that in a campaign, which is sort of Smigglish. This is where I draw my inspiration. And then Sippy with its adorable, very childlike voice. And it's annoying to some of you guys, but I don't care. Yeah, I think it's a fun mix. It's a fun mix to play. And and I drew a lot my inspiration from Venom. You know,
Okay,
yeah.
from Venom.
So the whole idea is based on that. It's a symbiosis. From the moment she touched the gem, she linked with this creature, with this earth elemental. Only the spirit part of it that lives through her right now. So yeah, that's it.
When will Zolux get his own body?
Yeah.
He had his own body. It was destroyed. So now he needs a host. This is the
So she found the sassiest character.
Yeah, and this is the definition of a symbiote. Like he cannot live without Sippy. So
The question based working on that is, does CP want to get rid of him?
I don't think so because Sippy is very aware that without Zolux, she wouldn't have any powers. Also, she feels like Zolux understands her in a very intimate, dark place. Like he gets all her dark sides because Sippy has also some let's call them sins. She did some bad stuff and she regrets them, and somehow Zolux helped through this whole process of coping with this trauma.
If I may add, you had some dream sequences over the course of the campaign. You dreamt of memories of Zolux, and he can do the same to you. So,
Yeah, so
he can dream your past events.
And to add on top of that, I don't know if you guys remember, CP had her whole town killed, including her father, because she stole that gem. Because raid of assassins and the Scarlet Oppressor came to recuperate the gem, and ended up killing most of the people, including her father. So she has this on her conscience. Yeah.
It's not easy, guys. Not
It's
easy.
not.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If Sipi gets drunk,
Yeah.
Zolux gets drunk with her? Or is he awake?
As you can see, this happened multiple times. Zolux doesn't get drunk because it's not, he's-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, last episode with
Yeah.
the... Okay. Yeah.
It's like, don't do that, don't piss there.
Exactly, like he starts all the fun.
He's the co-pilot. I cannot take the wheel, but I should. But it's a very interesting perspective to look
Jar Jar
at.
Binks.
Oh, Misa! Misa Jajadi!
Nu salaltul!
My Romanian hero.
It's very interesting perspective of the symbiote relationship that you
Yeah.
two have together, because I couldn't have said from looking at how the character plays that for Sippy, Zolux is something like a pillar. Like from what I hear, it's like a pillar for Sippy.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to find that out about the character. How was your final form created? Were you first a cat?
That had 3 wishes.
Are you a werewolf? Tell us.
Many years ago, when I was still exploring D&D, I wanted to play all the Ravnica races. I've made character ideas for each race, and I really wanted to play Leonen. I did get to play, so I also called him Sildren. So I did get to play him as a Rune Knight Warlock.
Okay.
One day after leaving the studio, we were still making it at the time. So I was helping, and after I left, Karla sent me a message. Hey, would you like to be part of the campaign and Dicesylvania? But you'd have to get to make a character tonight.
No pressure.
Go. Yeah. So there was already this beautiful art made by Andrei. So I built on that. It was a Leonen already, and I thought, well, I didn't get to play much of that character idea that I had, so I adapted it to make Sildren 2.0.
Because you see, initially Andrei was supposed to play with us, but he couldn't anymore. And initially I was supposed to be his sister, and we were supposed to be found together in a basket.
Nice.
So I was like left alone in the basket, all by myself.
Somebody picked him up before her and they were separated.
Silver lining!
It's canon.
So yeah, but the artwork was still there and waited for Ionuț to join us.
And did the connection with, did you want your character to have a strong connection with the god? Or was that a bit flow together for the story?
I knew I wanted Sildren to be a warlock, and I told Urs that from the beginning, and he said that he can make that work, and he will make it a pillar. And yeah, it worked out great.
Yeah, it's a crazy combination.
Yeah.
What did you call it? Nova?
Oh no, that is not. It's something that I've noticed sometimes is used for characters that have a limited number of features that you can use, but you get most of them used in one round.
Yeah. So,
So
it's like
I
a
have
burst.
this Nova, burst.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. That's a good title. I should use that.
Nova damage
Nova damage. Nova blast.
or burst damage.
Burst damage.
Of course, when
Or-
only two
or
attacks out of
sustained.
6 or 7 land.
Hey, at least to land two of them.
The potential is really
Oh,
high.
yeah.
48 damage.
Yeah, you like one sitting. It's quite something.
I remember when you thought it was 52 damage.
Yeah. When you-
When I
Wow.
when I
Oh my
rolled
God.
the
I said, okay, I'm not dead.
I'm still standing, guys. I'm here.
One hit, oh no.
Does a 30 hit?
Like, okay, guys, you can intervene.
I really thought that I was going to lose that battle until I realized that was not the damage.
Like, I can do this. For a second, you thought, okay, let's just call everyone from the bush. I'm not ready for this.
Bush squad. Oh,
I am not alone. And when you say that, all but it was a cool moment, nonetheless. Another question that came into my mind was, if you were to look at how you were as a player at the beginning and how you are as a player / DM, because we are gonna reach that now, what would you say is like the biggest difference that you've seen? Like, what was your biggest in apostrophe flaws, and what did you and what did became your strength, you know, or what did you become more comfortable with? Who wants to start? Could we start from there?
Yeah, I already have the answer. So, before joining Dicesylvania, I pretty much focused on having fun, having chemistry with the party, and just try to build something together. Since we're filming it, Karla explained to me that there's also a lot of that needs some adjusting so that it makes for an interesting story, and I focus a lot more on role playing, and she really helped me with that. And I've noticed a big difference. I've been playing with this sort of group of D&D players for some years now, and so we've had like, I don't know, dozens of one-shots and 2 campaigns, and the difference is enormous. And it's mainly focused on roleplay, and they also like to focus on burning everything and roleplay. And while I got better at burning things to the ground, the roleplay improvements came with Dicesylvania.
It's amazing. It's amazing. What difference the crew makes, huh?
Yeah.
Don't barge in. Just let's.
The door is
for
locked.
me, now I cannot make as much jokes as I would like to during the campaign, and the role play moments have to be very focused and concentrated in a short period of time, and just to be fun and entertaining. And this is important because you need 2 qualities for that. You need the grace to let everyone else roleplay, and to be patient, and be supportive in their moment, and be attentive, and so on. And the strength or the power, or to read the room, when to intervene and grab the front stage and be okay. That's my spotlight right now, and I'm gonna make the best of it in 25 seconds.
It's on me
So,
now.
yeah.
Go. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think I've mastered it. I'm still making jokes more times than I would like to, but I'm still working on it, and hopefully it will it will get better.
Guys, it's an art. Trying to role play, and as you said, just seeing that the spotlight is on somebody else and just having your peace of mind, like, okay, we're here for you to actually support the people, the person in the role play, because I saw people that actually intervene or make jokes when somebody else is role playing, but it actually accentuates their moment, it gives it power. So it truly is a true art, and I feel like with the group of people that you are, the more time you spend together, the more you can read the room in a way. So that's a tough one.
Yeah, there are also times when the joke takes over, and that's what we are trying to avoid. At least
Trying.
in for a short, for I don't know, 5-10 episodes, we've been trying to do that. I hope it gets better.
Guys, we're just trying to have fun here. You just hear Urs just saying like, yeah, continue, keep going, keep going,
He will pound really hard.
And then
Sometimes we have a bit
The
too
skies
much fun.
fall upon you. You take 100 damage.
I'm
You thought it
preparing
was.
my dice rolls for next session.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
anyway, in my
Your
case,
DM is showing. Okay, anyway.
for me, the best improvement I've had since starting Dicesylvania, it's definitely communication skills. I'm more confident if I was to go to a public speaking or anything, but yeah, that's the main point. Other than that, I feel also that I'm more organized. Like with this campaign, I tried writing my notes and remembering stuff a bit different, which I found it to be helpful. And that's about it.
That's quite enough. I mean, that's quite
But
a growth. Like,
yeah, I feel like the communication thing really helped me. Because it's something else when you're in a home game and you say whatever, you are like being all silly. But
Can you mix in some Romanian?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Then you say Aursulesei.
yeah. But yeah, with this, it's communication that I feel.
yeah,
Best improvement.
I didn't believe it because I was like, oh yeah, they're just a group of people, they're just having fun, but they're also filming it, so it's But when I entered Gehetman, so actually you feel it's not like somebody says we are having like a pressure moment, come on guys, you know that people are in a way watching, and there's this idea of they are expecting something, so there's this kind of pressure that doesn't let you to have full freedom. Like you have like how Spider-Man said, with great power comes great responsibility.
It was Ben, actually.
Well,
Let me adjust my glasses.
actually,
Ben Parker.
Wow.
It's bad.
Ben Parker.
I'm dying, nephew.
So this is the kind of the example of jokes that take over the moment. Yeah.
let me. Yeah, continue. Carry on.
Damn it.
There's actually 2 blood moons now.
They multiplied.
So,
One, consistency, which I still have problems with it. Because I'm used to be a DM where, okay, I have 20 NPCs. I don't need consistency for that. I mean, we do one, we do another. Hey, let's forget about it. Now I have to be consistent with the character always, which is really hard. And I find it, funnily enough, to be a player is harder than being a DM because you have to be in the story always and to come with quips and remarks and oh, actually, I wrote down something at page 3. Is this important, DM? You're like, okay, sure.
it's important now, it's fine.
And it's about how you pull the story and your skill to, okay, we have this moment, let's make it interesting, but also let's try to make it narrative and to have some context and logic. which I still can do really. With the RPing, I'm not really that bad because I love RPing in D&D. But I'm not necessarily really quick at improv because I'm always like, okay, what should I say? And when the episode starts, I'm always like, don't be the first to speak. let it go.
Sink
Let
in.
it go.
Let it go.
Yeah, we rely on each other for
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah, yeah.
And I try to improve my non-jokey moments.
Sometimes Karla scolds us in the break. You guys joke all the time. You never let other people speak. And we're like starting
and
to
that-
film again, and we're like, you know, crickets, nothing, nobody.
The
Let
worst-
the other people speak.
Not necessarily worse, but the strangest thing is when you say, okay, this is not your usual D&D battle table with friends, and you don't need actually to cut anyone, and you're like, okay, how can I jump into the discussion without being like, oh no, I'm here, guys. For example, when I had the moment in the woods, the first time when I've talked with the god,
Okay, yeah.
I thought I stole a lot of the show, and I felt really bad for that. And then I remembered, it's not really me stealing because it's the character, but
Yeah.
that's why I had more cut down moments. It
Okay.
felt weird for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
But I'm still improving.
Oh, and also I met Draven with the idea that I will show my voice actor abilities, but I never used them. So. I tried it twice. I was like, nah, what have I done?
I still have one more session now.
Okay, I will,
Like,
I will turn into 15 characters.
This goes well into my last quick question that we will do before we go into the fun part. It's fun already, guys.
We have a fun part.
We have a fun part. We have fun all the time. I was going to ask you when you prepared the character or as you were journeying through the world, did you ever prepare a second character? Did you ever feel like, oh shit, I need to have it ready? Or does anybody at this table have a second character plan?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
do.
remember.
I do have one.
You have one?
Yeah.
Good.
Should I tell about it?
Well, if you don't plan to
and
use
why,
it,
why do I?
maybe
I have one now, actually.
So basically, because let's say CP has a self-destroy button.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a Herringok character
Nice.
that I told you about. I remember we talked at the beginning. If was
Oh, right.
you know, CP were to die or something.
Is he called Ever Smile Back?
No, it's a female Herringok.
It never smile back a bit.
Always.
And
Never smile porridge.
Down.
I think the closest who got to playing a second character, I think, was Goba with the harpy encounter.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was grabbed by a harpy and they were like over like a massive fall cliff, and Whisper saved him.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank
From-
Mother
Eric's. Sorry.
Eric's.
Not Kepa.
I keep thinking of Ericsson.
So
That's
actually, I remembered. So I never had like a backup character for Eyceras, but I always have a pool of characters from which I can always choose. And I've contemplated playing our grandfather Denim.
Oh wow.
I already have the mini for it.
Wow. You're the second
okay.
character, come on.
And
Kill him.
at some point, maybe Drios as well. Who knows? Anyone can play them, but who gets it first? No problem.
Who knows, maybe we'll have at a certain point one shot we will find out more about the parents of the grandfather.
So we're all gonna die and become your
Going
family.
the best.
We already have a family.
The children
And
crew.
my family.
And your
Your
family.
Yeah.
family. It's fun, guys, having a family, right? We'll find out in the next session if our dear players will have to prepare a second character. But to on further fun loving grounds, we will go into the last segment. I'm sorry to have to come to an end, guys, but it has to. But do not worry, it's gonna be a fun one. We're going to the bite-offs. The bite off is what are we doing here? Well, it is in a way from my crazy mind of minds alone with me and my voices. We created like, what would it be like to have like an Olympic Games but based on the skills in the D&D. So we are going to test in each and every aftermath show, whatever it's going to be called. We are going to have a test for a certain skill, and today we will test the sneaking skill with a game I would like to call stealth. For me, sneaky stealth. Sneaky from snake. Where's the cardboard box, everybody? Word sneak. Cardboard box. Come on, guys. Sneak. Cardboard box is
Snake.
Snake. From Metal Gear
Solid. He had the cardboard box, the best of it. Okay, sorry, Legacy of Kid. It's called Word Sneak. In this session, we found out the important and the power that has the fact that when you go to poop, you have important thoughts, yes? So, you
Why,
have
Shelly?
to...
Why?
Thank you, Shelly.
But it's not mine.
So, our players here and my beautiful people that I have invited at the table will bring happiness to me, I mean to all of you, as they will answer for their characters what would their character thinks about when they poop, yes. But while they do that, they will have to sneak in 3 words that I have written on this piece of paper, and they have to be so seamless with it and put it so well into the short story that we do not know these words are coming from my mind. I've also put a definition of certain words because they were quite complicated and I
Thank you.
blurted some crazy words. So let's see, because we are playing D&D at the end of the day. I will need everybody to find the D20.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Which character should I impersonate?
Now for
Brennick?
you can choose an NPC that you would like
Well,
to answer this question.
Everybody loves Brennick, so sure.
Well, yes, bro.
Okay, friends. It's gonna be Brennick.
Let's
Okay,
see who
D20.
rolls the higher number starts first.
Karina, can you help me with the D20, please?
Sure.
I am last. I am the last of my kind. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
6?
15.
15.
17.
17. Okay, wait.
So it's like
we have initiative, everybody. Yeah, it's just like this,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. We have the initiative, people. First in the battle enters. Ionuț will be choose 1.
So
You can look at them while we share with the others.
I think I'm pooping.
You can choose one as well. You have 1 minute or a little bit to look at them beforehand to see what you will do. The ones that roll the lower will have more time to think on it. Let's just give 1 minute. As this is happening. Whoa.
Oh no.
As this is happening, guys, I would like you to remind
my
you. And thank you for coming to our aftermath.
If I have dyslexia, do I get other words?
I can help
Good
you
point.
with the words. I can
Why? Yeah, what the? What the?
It's about having fun, guys, and I am definitely having fun right now, and I bet you do too.
How
If you
will I
need any
use
help-
these flamboyant words?
Flamboyant, right?
I need to read them again.
Yes, you can definitely. You can look at them. Another challenge that comes with it is you have to use the first one, then the second one, then the third one.
Okay.
They are.
it's in order.
Yes, it's
Okay.
in order.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't have to mix them. So yeah, let's see how sneaky you actually are, guys. We will. Are you ready?
No.
I'm never going to be ready. So just just go with it. Just flow with it. Just imagine children. He's there in nature. Just birds are singing, chirping. You feel the wassail buzzing, and you are there on the throne. What is children thinking about?
He's well, I guess he has plenty of things to think about. For example, he might admire or look at the plants around him because he's a herbologist, amateur. But if, for example, I don't know, maybe sometimes a bee comes and bites him, and he would. I think sometimes he would prefer to just be more like horses. You know, they just walk on the road, and when they go, they go. They don't have to dig a hole, and
Yes.
yeah,
They can shit whenever, right?
yeah. So you know, it's just that he wouldn't like to be dressed in doohickey.
The what you put on the horse?
Yeah.
The how do you,
Saddle.
Saddle.
Okay.
Harness.
Harness.
Harness,
Yeah.
right?
But that would be quite, I'm not sure those are quite comfortable, but it could be worse still. Maybe sometimes he's grateful that he doesn't have to wear a dress,
Yes.
because imagine having to go.
Run with the dress. Yes.
So yeah. I think by the end of it, he's quite happy.
Okay. Well, you
Poor
know.
choice of words.
Let's see. What words did you have? Just. I don't know, guys. I mixed them and I didn't look at them.
What is dress?
No, I have horse.
He used horse, yeah, right?
Yeah,
You didn't
horse.
like you. That's
Doohickey, of course. Who would use that in
Yeah.
a sentence?
I can beat you with that.
Use this.
Did I even use it correctly? I have no idea.
Doohickey. It's an object or an item with you, but you have to use the words, guys, not the sentence.
No, I used
You
the,
used
the
the
word.
doohickey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you forgot. Man, that was so seamless.
Yeah, okay.
I was so bad because he didn't know the word. So he said doohickey, and then we, oh my god, that's so smart. Or I'm stupid, I don't know.
And then I had frou-frou.
Yes, man.
With the
that's
dress
so
and go
amazing because he goes
Yeah.
frou-frou. Now, frou-frou is a word that in the 1800s was used to put a definition on the moment the dress goes.
Oh.
He says it would frou-frou. The dress would frou-frou.
Oh.
That was, and I knew the words. And I was like, what the fuck?
Don't we use that?
What?
Frou-frou?
Yeah.
Like it's the cooperative, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if people
Nice
still use
food
it, but
business.
it was. But that was amazing. You definitely rolled a natural
There's a
20
drink.
on yours. No, natural 20 on your stealth. 16 on the stealth. Amazing, guys.
Thank you.
Good job. I think he deserves a round of applause. Yes. And you know, as you sit on the toilet, random thoughts are coming. Going to on another side of the place, where in a tent somewhere in because she doesn't like to do outside.
No.
CP stands there on her mobile toilet that we know she has.
Made of gold.
Exactly. Zolux created it for her because he can. What is CP thinking about?
So CP will have an inner monologue with Zolux, of course, because they're both inside their head, and will go something like this.
Zolux, you know what I'm thinking sometimes? I'm very anxious about this blood moon that is about to come upon us. Like, what will it happen if its light sheds upon us? We will all be bamboozled? Or maybe we can escape by using the darkness to shield us from the moonlight.
And Zolux will respond something like, I don't know, CP, maybe it's not such a bad thing to let this blood moon show all the bloodlust we get to kill and suck souls and murder everybody. That's it.
Amazing.
Is bamboozle one of the words?
Okay, that
It
was
has
one.
to-
Let's
yeah,
see if we
that
can
has
guess
to
the
be.
words. That was one of them. True. You have another one?
Blood moon.
I was about to say that, yeah.
I was thinking it had to be something before bamboozled, so but I forgot the name, the words. So
I have to.
Well, let's find out the words.
So the words I had were moon, bamfoozled,
Bamfoozle.
and brouhaha.
Oh wow.
That was a word?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the overexcited response to something.
Okay. And what
Really
is
amazing?
Bamfoozle?
Bamfoozled is taken aback or confused of a situation.
So,
Which is really well integrated.
oh,
Yeah.
It was really well done. Congratulations. You rolled a 18 on your strength. That's really good. Wow. Guys, I know what I'm doing. Urs.
I can see your words.
Yeah, me too.
Don't look at them. Don't be
All
cheaters. Don't be cheaters.
So,
Don't be cheater, don't be.
when Brenek goes on the throne, he sometimes, from time to time, remembers one of his more embarrassing moments when he was in Eloquenza at the Old Steed pub, and he had a potato meal that seemed to him to be quite tasty, though unknowingly those potatoes were quite rotten and old. And suddenly his stomach went upside down, and it was a very dire situation. And then, as a stumble bum that he is, he rushed upstairs towards the restroom, only to find that they were out of order, locked and sealed. He was left with only one option.
going anyway?
He saw a cask nearby.
Oh no!
He opened the lid, the bunghole, which is that hole through which you pour liquid in and out, and yeah, he had to do his business in there.
We have porridge.
Since he's a nice guy, though, he decided to buy that barrel and then just toss it somewhere in the river.
So,
Guys, honestly, you should definitely try this game at home, because when you know that you wrote the words, when you just hear them, it's so delicious.
can I have a wild guess?
Go for it.
So, I think it was potatoes. Stumble bumble or something like that.
Stumble
And bumhole.
and bunghole, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was like, how was he going to do it? And it's such a strange word. Oh my god. Oh, this is delicious.
Oh, was it bumhole?
Bunghole.
Bumhole.
Bund with
Bum.
the D bumhole. Okay.
Yeah. Like, this is a good swear word. You bumhole.
Yeah.
Amazing, guys. Honestly.
Brenek will never tell
It
the
was so
story to
fun.
anyone.
Not fun.
So fun.
Natural 20 on your stealth. Congratulations.
you,
Amazing. We have one last contestant, ladies and gentlemen.
So we all know that Draven drinks a lot of blood. And the blood makes you not poop very well.
But
And-
how?
Because you get congealed.
Yeah, but how would you?
And he usually at 5 p.m. he wakes up. Oh no. He runs, his armor goes clickety clank. He has a tree, he props himself back, takes down his trousers, and begins. He cries a bit, not that much.
It helps with the lubrication of the
Yeah.
eye.
Of the
He squints his eyes, he says, "Come on, get out. I know I'm not the whippersnapper anymore, but come on, you asshole."
We have sound effects.
Yeah. And normally, he doesn't really need to wipe, but when he...
We
Because
did it
he's
at the-
dead.
But,
He smells like shit already.
and he poops.
Yeah.
Why does he poop?
But sometimes he leaves quite a mess because many pieces of his flesh fall down. And he thinks, wow, I'm such a flibberty gibbert. Motherfucker! That I cannot poop normally. And he usually cleans his butthole on the bark. He picks up his trousers and goes back. And this is how he normally poops, and this is what he thinks about. That he is not an ecologist.
Oh my god, amazing. Fuck.
I hope-
congratulations.
The worst fucking words.
I mean,
One was clickety clackety.
Yeah.
And the other one was, the last one was, I'm such a poofy.
Flibberty gibbert.
I love that one.
And the other one was whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
Ow.
Come on, you whippersnapper.
I said motherfucker because he started to laugh and he was like, yes, I know what he has.
It's so hard,
God damn
guys.
it.
You did so well.
It's flibberty gibbert or flibberty gibbert.
Flippy dippity. I don't know,
Flippity
guys. I
dippity.
saw the word and I was
Okay.
like. Plus, there was another word that was like the longest word in English that is meant to represent like being sneaky or something like that. It was like Ali Beri Duni Rola, something really long
Okay.
that was like a tongue twister. I was like, no, I cannot do this. It's for fucked up.
You can.
But yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but I had fun. You definitely passed the sneak test. You should definitely do this at home, guys.
Roll a one. Roll.
Oh yeah.
Roll
A one. One.
If it's one, I will die.
100.
60.
Oh, 60, that's not
68.
bad. 68, that's not far from that, not bad for a whippersnapper, right? Am I right, guys? Guys, as much as it saddens me, but maybe makes you happy, the segment is our show is coming to an end. We thank you very much for joining us, and I thank you very much for joining us. If you are curious about what is going to happen, if you liked our faces, if you liked our laughs, if you enjoy this silly goof of amazing people that are here creating something amazing, because they are, follow us, give us a like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, everybody's invited.
Hey, Ma, look at this.
Ma, look at the strangers, he said whippersnapper, Ma, you said as well.
Mommy, he's intelligent. He uses big words.
Exactly.
I want to be late. What's a flibberty gibbert?
Oh man.
Guys, because a blood moon is coming and you have to come together with us and see what happens, because after the big blood moon ritual, we're gonna meet again here at the table with some other cast and crew. Me here and Urs here because we like our company so much. Also, I've heard some of you maybe have heard, or there were whispers of a new project. Something new coming from the horizon. Can you hear it? I definitely cannot. But if you are curious about it and you want to play the detective game, leave us a comment in the video, and maybe, who knows, you will find some snippets or some information. The whisper on the wind that follows the comment section and comes to answer your question will come and give you some more information.
A round of applause. Well said, Shakespeare.
Thank you, thank you. Guys, it was a pleasure. I was Paul. These were my beautiful invitees, I wanted to say. Led, Urs, Karina, and Ionuț. And as they say, about the bites.
Good day,
Good
good night, and don't let the vampires bite.
Flippity pickety.
It is a flipper snapper. A flipperty gibbert.